It's good. It's your boy Tems, and we're back at it again with another album reaction review. And today we got Dave with his new album, The Boy Who Played the Harp. I'm gonna be honest, this is gonna be like my first introduction to Dave. I haven't really peeped a lot of his music. I think I know a couple like that I've maybe heard on the radio. But yeah, I mean, I've heard of him. I've heard of him a bunch. I know he's probably one of the biggest UK. He definitely is one of the biggest UK rappers. I don't know if people would say is the biggest. But in terms of rappers that are known for like sort of like introspection, like introspective lyrics, like storytelling, like thoughtful, profound lyrics, personal lyrics, he does seem to come up. I feel like he's mentioned a lot in the like in the same conversations as like Lil Sims, or sort of like maybe being like in the Kendrick Lamar realm of like hip hop. When talking about rap, of like important music that you can still that's still like very popular and on the radio and stuff. So yeah, and I don't know. I guess the songs that I have heard, they haven't been moving. Like they haven't moved me to the point where I'm like, yo, I need to check out this guy's catalog. But yeah, I figured him dropping a new album, it's a perfect opportunity for me to see what he's about, see what he's talking about. It's just 10 songs. It is almost it's like 47 minutes though, so that means like each song is like almost 5 minutes long. So it's gonna be interesting. I usually prefer sort of shorter rap songs, but you know, long rap songs are fine too. But yeah, let's get into it. First song is History featuring James Blake.
With a team, you disrespect the 16, your head on the beam. For the lust of the money, the head of the queen. I done shit I didn't think I could ever redeem. I'm from the south where they struggle with saying your name, but it's easy when pronouncing you dead on the scene. So when you see me on the stage, just stepping in clean, I hope you know it's history.
He said he's from the South where it's hard to pronounce their names except when you're like dead in the streets, like when they're announcing you dead on the streets. Like so in the classrooms, you know, when you're in the setting, like trying to learn, trying to, you know, get educated, become a productive member of society, that's where, you know, you're already encountering like the still sort of microaggressions and like, oh well, how do you pronounce your name? Like da da da. I don't know if I'm gonna butcher this name, blah blah blah. But then on the TV, you know, when they're announcing, you know, knife crime or what else not, or whatever kid got killed, they have no problem pronouncing some African, Arabic, whatever last name or first name. It's they'll all make sure they can pronounce that clear as hell for everyone to understand. So that's that's fire.
And when they talk on my name in this country, they gon' tell you that I'm already a legend. Strut 'em that I'm reppin', clean stepping. Bro, you need to forget it. Fuck eco-friendly, my car eco-aggressive. And my ego aggressive, you better leave me a message. Yeah, you done it for a year, but that ain't impressive. I give a fuck about success if it ain't successive, that ain't easy. He's gonna listen on repeat. Gone a couple summers so they miss me on the beat. It don't matter.
Catchy ass hook. James Blake is so goated.
Yeah, and I'm coming from the south, for the river where the sky is black. If not for the history that we made, they wouldn't like rap. Niggas trying to water down, I think it's time to fight back. For 70 hours I've been stepping with powers, and it's definitely ours. It's time you mention my name, better know that you're playing with. In a statement, you better know that it's
Alright, that's a good intro. I like that. I fuck with that. Alright, next song is 175 Months.
I'm asking for your grace, feel like I've been led astray by the drinking and the spirits that let take me when I write. And the ladies in the night, most people they got demons, I got angels that I fight, trying to save me from my plight. I pray I make it to the light. South London where I can vouch, I pray for. Pray that I feel less lonely in this house I prayed for. I pray that.
Damn. Pray I feel less lonely in this house I prayed for. Damn, yeah. So it's a lot of religious imagery in this song. The first one too. But like, yeah, I guess he's just a religious dude.
Yeah. What is trust that you bear on me?
Very Kendrick, yeah. I can see why people would say he's like sort of like a UK Kendrick. I guess, at least with the things that he's talking about. They got the fucking neighbors, man. Neighbors doing construction work. But yeah, no, yeah, I could definitely, with the subject matter, like the things that he's talking about, the content, yeah, I can definitely see that. The pen, I don't know, I haven't seen anything crazy yet, not too crazy, but I'm sure we'll get that.
Sermons on my own, I'm in church, more worried about the service on my phone and on judgment day. Are you gonna riot in my sins? Come my nigga, he got cancer and I'm lying to his kids. God, I'm trying, but it hits me in my heart. I done lost so many niggas that's been with me from the start. Then I prayed for quick change and I ain't even tried fast. All I ever did was shattered glass, crucifixes on my chest. Pray to purchase.
Pray for quick change, but I didn't even fast. Man. Hey, it's his own belief or whatever, but man, I digress. You ain't gotta fast though, bro.
For my church, you cut a check. How am I trying to pray for Congo with these diamonds on my neck? There's a father and there's a son.
How am I gonna pray for Congo with these diamonds on my neck? Fair, man. Get you those I need rappers to start talking about lab-grown diamonds. That's what we need.
Pray that I can show him how to love a woman through his mum because I never got the chance. Love this life for rain. I'm just praying that my purpose can justify my pain. I'm just praying that my purpose can justify my pain. My mum used to creep in my room and put oil on a cross on my head, anoint me and probably read a verse like some.
Hey, me too, bro. But that shit is so crazy, man, bro. My mom putting fucking oil on door frames and shit. Fucking oil on your forehead. God. If you really peep it, bro, what the fuck is that, bro? What is...
Still giving God the glory, can I pray?
Niggas really got fucking cooking oil smeared on their forehead. Fucking get my eye and shit right before bed. It's just so funny. Oh yeah, that was super very Christian, like religious, heavily religious theme. But I wonder if that's gonna be sort of a theme for the whole album. Next song is No Weapons. I was just about to say, yeah, no. The next song being No Weapons, no weapons formed against me shall prosper. And then you got the what is that? Fred Hammonds, I think, the gospel singer. If y'all know Fred Hammonds, you know game, bro. That bro, he's goated. Might be better than Kirk Franklin. Anyway, Fred Hammonds, No Weapon. Damn, it's a banger. I was hoping maybe he's gonna sample that. That would be fire. That's actually a fire-ass song.
Prosper. My niggas had to take a risk and prosper. What's left for me?
No weapons against me shall prosper. My niggas had to take a risk and prosper. It's fire.
I'm praying for more life, more money, more success, more stacks for them, yeah. More platinum plaques for them. This didn't happen by accident. Any tongue that rise against me gonna fall, and that's why a man can't chat to them. Wait, I'm talking about minimum spend. Rude boy, I'm trying to find out the maximum. Jot that down. Been there, so I can't pop. Forgive me, I don't mean that. Let me face my Bible and sing my songs. Can't let nobody read my palms. Ain't no none of them paid beliefs. I just wanna say that I built something I could give to my kids that I gave to my niece. So her name's on a lease, and my mum's used words of the prayers that we keep, and it sound like
against me shall prosper.
Yeah, that's a catchy hook. Definitely. Alright, next song is Chapter 16, featuring Kano. The guy from Top Boy, I know that. I don't know his music though.
Second floor just to take the piss. But somehow we had to deal with higher stakes than this. You're the reason that I take the risk. Have me on your poor team. I studied you since I was 14. I wanna know what life was like in your teens. We shared dreams. And even when we shared screens, I couldn't get no FaceTime. I got questions like, how'd you do it? Do you have regrets? Like, what's your life like? See, mine was like the sun setting. Pray the moonshine, it's the prohibition, no ignition. Ran for 2 parties, it's the coalition. Run with my ends in South London, something you can't teach. Straight common sense. Eating healthy, can't we trust our guts more than we trust our friends? Many frauds, lot of men fake, lot of imitators, innovators. Take that shit to heart like it's funny, but it's true. I loved you on the big screen, but bro, I want you back. It's what acting game with you, we done lost the
You got a lot of years ahead of you. Some years are worse than you and some are better you. If it's not positive, drop in the streets residue. And cruise and a sick turns to an addiction and a jealous Jews. Then they diss you again like you ain't fed them food. But if you whip colorings front a desperate you to Chris and a Benz, then the devil's due.
Crazy rhyme scheme.
You made it.
That was hard.
But let's keep it true. You know you're reckless with protects and jewels. Flexers do what flexers do and steppers do what steppers do. Beef. Looking over your guessing. Take it on the chin. You're an Aston buyer. I know bias. But my generation got a classic writers. Your gym, that's mostly your pain.
Okay, so if I'm catching this right, it's like Dave and Kano are pretty much like having a conversation where Kano's giving Dave advice as to like how to move through the industry and like just giving advice. Keep a piece of yourself when you're selling you. You know, don't give your all to the industry or to music or to film or whatever. So that's a cool concept.
You're the rap side, you and Simbi. Go grab the accolades that they would never give me. But that's another story. I ain't golded for the glory. Couple trophies, I know what the same cloth is. I know what the game offers. Raise muffin, make offin. The sun shines on a leg and coffin. Legacy.
Damn.
Will they remember me, Dave?
Well, I guess we don't know. That's why we wake up, go get it by ourselves.
Damn. Kano killed that. Shit.
Happiness, all somebody really needs, and some water I could give to my seed.
Lifestyle bougie. I used to push a silver Porsche with 2 seats. That a nice cozy baby seat to the SUV. You know I've been Nige and I never had a goosey.
Been Nige, never had a goosey. That's crazy.
Trust me, that's all good juicy. I was in Jamaica having cow foot soup in the middle of Greenwich like I'm a real ghetto. You talk about your woes, cause they divide your wills. That's how family feels, growing up so fast. 26, feeling like our lives on timers. Lines in the face, you getting fillers to hide it. And hoes lying by their age like Nigerian strikers. Sorry, wait up, can I get this food in containers?
Lying about the age like Nigerian strikers.
The movie was dangerous, seen beautiful places. Bro, I used to have braces, now it's my driver that's on the retainer. But that's just testing.
Used to have braces, now it's my driver on retainer.
Let's see each other more, catch up and make peace. Cause the fans, they miss you, I know the fans, they miss me. Let's make a track about this dinner and the stamp you gave me and base it on the book of Samuel, call it chapter 16 if you're down.
Damn.
So who's gonna get this one then?
That's meta as fuck. That's hard. So they're pretty much, they met up to have dinner or whatever, and have all this entire conversation essentially talking about legacy, relationship problems, this and that, the industry, and then they're like, oh, let's actually make a song about this. Then he references that in the song, saying, let's call it the Book of Samuel, whatever, chapter 16. Damn, every single song now has like at least some sort of religious imagery or religious tie to it. Yeah. Well, that's fine. That's a cool concept. I like that. All right, next song is Raindance featuring Tems.
The one who gave you the lecture, but I ain't gonna sweat you, babe. I'm a lecture. Catch up with your boy, undress you. Let me tell you why I'm a blessing.
Tems is so fire.
We can get into it. The shower when you singing it, better than Beyonce. I like the sound of Beyonce. You know it's got a little ring to it. And really when I think of it, growing up I didn't ever never seen marriages, not carriages. I wanna do things different and change the narrative. God knows you are a wild child, beautiful child. I need your help. Looking like you come from the 90s.
Little Drake reference.
61. My favorite line to tell her son is sometimes she wishes she had
Little Drake reference? Okay.
You had that white wine that I never got to sip, and dinner wasn't ruined because you never got the pick. I know that everybody told me that I'm sick because.
And what's that? Oh yeah, From Time, obviously. Yeah, this is my favorite song so far, and it like follows from the last song because like the last thing that they were like the last verse was about relationships, and then when the song ended too, like Kano was asking like, oh, like what's her name, you know, who are you talking to, and then obviously this is now the song where he's talking about being in a relationship, dating this woman, being smitten, being in love. So it's fire. Fire. All right, next song is Selfish featuring James Blake again. So far this album's been great. It's been really good.
It's also the reason that me and you living on different pages. What if I'm too much? What if I settled and I didn't fight? What if my fear of doing it wrong's the reason I haven't been doing it right? What if I'm selfish? I wanna give you my life, or at least.
So it seems like this is still sort of following from the last song where he's talking about, you know, this woman that he's in love with, the relationship that he's dating, everything's great. But now you have his doubts creeping up where he's thinking about, what if I'm not even like good enough to like be in a relationship and like have a family, like a future family, like have kids. Yeah, what if I am just selfish, all that. So it's a good juxtaposition because the last song was like so upbeat and like so like full of life and love, and this one was just downtrodden and just like melancholic, and it's like, God, I'm a piece of shit probably. Like what if? It's fire.
Things I regret, like announcing I'll split on a text. Don't know why, but I still buy gifts for my ex. Watching the story to see if she checks on my mess. I don't know if my head's in a game. She told
I still buy gifts for my ex and checking the story or seeing the story, swiping on the story to see if she checks. Oh man, down bad, man.
don't mention her name, I'm suggesting the same. I'ma get through the pain, wanna see the sunshine, gotta get through the rain. Back from the trauma I left on the train. I'm ashamed for the days that I said that I changed. I'm a cheat, sitting a therapist chair, crying like a baby in the middle of a Harley Street, like I'm fighting the sickness that I can't beat.
Cheater.
And then I go mad, reflection telling me I'm just like my dad, and this white woman telling me it ain't so bad. Middle of my sentence, she cut me off like, sorry David.
Oh wait, is he talking about the therapist? This white, he's looking in the mirror and saying, I'm just like my dad. And this white woman saying, oh, I'm not that bad. I thought he was saying like he's dating white women to like, because I guess their standards are lower. I don't know. But I think he's talking about his therapist.
You don't have any more time, your appointment till 4 and it's 3:55, bro. I feel like she wouldn't even care if I died. Man, I tried with this therapy shit, man, I tried with this therapy shit. But I know, wouldn't even say I'm depressed, but I'm low in the Grove, the casino and Edgware Road. I've got too many cents to it, or I'm selfish.
Yeah, pretty much all his fears, trauma, worries, anxieties coming up to the surface. Wondering if he's like actually ready for a relationship. Fucking construction, bruh.
White fish on the coast of the
Our next song
Caribbean,
is my 27th birthday.
Villain, I'm playing.
Damn near 8-minute song. Alright.
I'm
locked in.
Spielberg or Christopher Nolan, reading the constant overachieving. I know.
Let me play back.
White fish on the coast of the Caribbean, my life is a film. Hero and villain, I'm playing both in the script worthy of Spielberg or Christopher Nolan, reading the constant overachieving. I know. I ain't as Coca-Cola, did I stop drinking Fanta as well? I can see the blood on the lyrics, I write for myself. I cried about slavery, then went to Dubai with my girl. Surely I ain't part of the problem, I lied to myself. Jewels that my people died for are a sign of my wealth.
Damn.
My work is a physical weight on my life and my health. The last couple years felt like I've been inside on a shelf. I just phoned Sench and I said you inspired myself.
Yeah, that's damn. Yeah, that's fire. That's deep. Cause he was just talking about like, white people mistreating like the people in Barbados, like Jamaican beach owned by the Chinese. charging people $5 each, blah blah blah. To saying he's like quote unquote against slavery, but then went to Dubai with his girl. But I'm not the problem. Yeah, that's bro. You kind of the problem. Bro, honestly, on God, anybody who's going to Dubai, anybody who's visiting that shit, it's sus. It's sus as fuck. Just like it's just like going to fucking Israel for fucking vacation. Like that shit's fucking sus. That shit's, I don't give a fuck. It's weird. Like you tell me you also would have gone to like apartheid South Africa on fucking safaris, bro. Come on, bro. Come on.
Getting difficult. This shit used to be spiritual. We don't need no commentators. We can leave that to the sports. Just listen to the music. Why do you need somebody's thoughts? There's some of it constructive, but the most of it.
He's not talking about me. I'm cool. Like I'm not one of those weird commentators. That's all I'm gonna say.
Force. White fish on the coast of the Caribbean. My life is a film. Hero and villain. I'm playing both in the script.
That line is so
money up women is different denominations.
like
Killing the conversation. All them people.
Like Drake sort of coded. I don't know. Like I feel like Drake could have. That could have been in one of Drake's last 3 albums. Like the way it's like Whitefish and my movie is my life is a movie. What Spielberg, Christopher Nolan, like that's very Drake coded. It's fire though.
Now, staring at this Rachel Jones painting, I'm sitting down. The last thing I drew was a weapon, I'm living wild. Turned 27, but I feel
last
like
thing I
I'm
drew was a
in this house out
weapon.
in
Damn.
Central London, I can barely afford. 6 months sober and I feel like I'm Dave again. Drinking all my pain and my sorrows away again. I got withdrawal symptoms, but they happen at ATMs. Next 2 years I'll be looking at
withdrawal
ATMs.
symptoms, damn.
Best artist in the world, I'm saying Tems. Maybe James Blake or Jim on the day, depends. For strength, I gave Tisha the world, who won enough and then she went. Everybody's making content, but nobody's content. Safe space, can I vent? It crept up.
That's a bar. I know that's a bar because I use that fucking bar, bro. Everybody's making content, but nobody's content. It's fire.
My girl cheated. My whole life I've been feeling like I'm left out. If you fuck another girl, she said you cheated on her. And if she fuck another man, she said she stepped out. If you ask me about dating, they say the best out. Yeah. And that's a fuck, so I can't let her too close. It hurts, but I'm still moving. Feel like it's me versus me, and I'm still losing.
Damn.
Yo, my boy, did you say?
Yeah, super introspective, very deep, very personal. Yeah, that was good. A lot of trauma, a lot of therapy, talk, need for therapy. Next song is Marvellous.
I used to see him at my church, it was just marginal. We know this kid for kids, good job, he wanna go. And he don't wanna keep, only wanna go. And he don't wanna make friends, he wanna get.
It's a, I guess like a sort of cautionary tale, or not even cautionary, but just like, I guess, talking about, yeah, I don't know, the average guy living in the streets, essentially, you know, gangbanger, want to be gangs, want to, you know, just be wild, just teenager. I think he said he's 17 or something like that. So, and I guess that's not average, but yeah, like just talking about those kinds of, you know, the roadmen youths, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. The sound it's different, and I guess like I could see like some people being drawn to that sound, but it's not really working for me. All right, next song is Fairchild.
And even after asking where she lives, she was headed to this venue with a couple friends, and I was working late, said I'd collect her when the party ends. She got into this no phone party. You know the ones where guys have their phones and all the women there don't. I threw one of them last week, so I don't want to.
Bro, facts, bro. That shit is so fucking weird. Especially like, I mean, obviously I've never been to a party like that, but it's the fact that so many rappers rap about that shit. Like I always thought that was so weird. Like I remember like, I want to say like the first time I heard it was like Yachty or something like that, like back in like 2018, 2019, where it's like no phones, like if you come to the party, like you're not having a phone or whatever. And like I can sort of get the, like, you know, a little bit of sentiment of like, you know, people always having phones out recording stuff, but it's the fact that it's always targeted at women That's the fucking weird part. Like, because like he said, like all the women don't have phones, but all the men do, the guys do. That's fucking some creepy ass shit. Like, I'm sorry, like, bro, the stories that we're gonna. Bro, I'm sure there's like some like dozens of fucking like R. Kelly cases just piling up on all these rappers like that are having all these parties and shit. Like, but hey, I digress. Whatever. But I'm glad you pointed that out because that shit is fucking weird.
When I think about this shit, it cuts deep. You see, Tamar, she like my little sis. So when I asked her to explain to me the story, she said this. I caught a vibe with a guy and they're from the off, but something was turned to have a good night when all the men start drinking and then they feel entitled to more than opinions. You know how that goes, a man come to the girls like, fucking, let me get the snap in it, add me back in it, fucking, what? We did in a house that's out of the way and then she blacked out. She was gonna leave with him but something fell off and then she backed out. When I heard about the time she tried to make her home alone, she said,
I archway. I got out the car. It's quiet and I'm walking up this long hill. Fence. No, but I'm just making it known that if you ain't a girl, I guess you don't know the feeling of checking the child lock or seeing the air tag. A 5-minute walk home, feeling like 5 miles. Maybe if these people would police our cities where they police our bodies, then maybe fucking hell. Maybe every woman's just standing in a section. Short temperamental ones that struggle with rejection. I knew a girl called that was in so deep she thought violence was affection. I know some women wouldn't want a man's help because so many of them want the same reward for their protection. Danger doesn't look like no killer in a mask. It looks like that kid in the group chat that jokes about. And he won't ever stop because there's no one to correct him. And he might even do it because the system will protect him. I'm gonna find some people just like him. They hate women too, okay, yeah, fuck it, let's connect him. Homicidal, femicidal shit when they're suggesting.
Fucking
Somebody just asked you on a date, it was your dentist. He just went downstairs and got your number from reception. Used to be nice, and I remind him of his little girl. 2 weeks later, he wants a sexual connection. Danger doesn't look like no women hunted down by the people they say reported to. Honestly, I wouldn't have the solitude or fortitude. Try and humanize you, she could be somebody's daughter, you. As if that's the reason that them fellas shouldn't slaughter you. God forbid that they offend the people you're
fucking facts. Yo, Dave was fucking speaking facts. It fucking pisses me off. Yeah, saying, but why do I have to humanize you by saying like you should be somebody's daughter? Like that's somebody's daughter. Who the fuck cares if a person is somebody's daughter or not, or somebody's sister or mother? Like, that's so fucking weird, because then you're only humanizing that person in relation to the potential connection that you have with other people. Yo, like, that shit is so mind-boggling. That is the worst. It's not the worst thing to say, but like at the same time, it's like it falls flat, bro. Like, that shit is so stupid. Yeah, bro, Dave is, yeah. Oh, this is fire. And the fact, yeah, he's saying like Danger doesn't show up as like look like a killer in a mask. It looks like a flirty cab driver, the guy in the section that feels entitled. You're the damn teenager in a group chat making, you know, fucking misogynistic woman jokes, or even worse, you know, actual like misogynistic shit. So yeah, like Andrew Tate fans, all that type of shit. And this wow, this is deep. Yeah, this is heavy for sure. And like, yeah, the storytelling is on point. Yeah, no, this is, I see the hype for sure. Yeah, his pen is on point. And not only is his pen on point, but like the points he's making, like, is, yeah, that is solid.
Just the way I do in every song. Tomorrow was never wrong. Can't trust guys, she never lied. And in the past, we kept cool. I spoke in the bars, I'm complicit, no better than you. I told stories of, yeah, got sit on the fence, it's hardly an option. You either part of the solution or part of the problem.
Yeah, that might be the highlight of the album. That was fire. Wow. Damn. Next and last song is The Boy Who Played the Harp.
So my grandkids could live a life that's peaceful. Would I be on that? Would I be front line? That's what I'm thinking. If I was alive in the 1912 and the Titanic and it was sinking, who am I saving? Am I fighting women and children, or am I waiting? I wonder.
What would I do in the next generation? Battle of Kabbalah. If they captured me for the sake of my father, would I stand on my honor like Husa Rumba? Ain't studying Patrice Lumumba. I'll get on the stage and sing like Zumba.
Patrice
Like
Lumumba, bro.
Fuck it. I wonder, what would I do in the next generation? Would I fight for justice? Is it the reason my mum named me David? How can you be king? How can you be king? Don't speak for the people. Them men try to draw me out and compare like me and these niggas are equal. I'm a black man and this bozo saying my music's socially conscious, while the man them trolling responses. This world's gone totally bonkers. I sometimes wonder, what would I do in the next generation? But I'm knowing the answer, cause what am I doing in this generation? Afraid to speak, I don't wanna risk in my occupation. We got kids in the occupation. Our parents, they wouldn't get that. The people that died for our freedom spoke on justice, couldn't accept that. I thought...
Hey, are you making great points? All that. What I do in the next generation? What are you doing in this generation? And he kind of hinted a little bit for the kids in the occupation. Occupied by who, bro? Say that. Say it with your chest, man.
The money in all my accounts, so why don't I speak on the West Bank? Remember, growing up prejudice.
Yeah, West Bank.
7-7 did. Extremists and terrorists. I was afraid of the Taliban. Can't speak out on illegal settlers now. I'm afraid of a shadow ban.
Illegal. Okay, all right, you got it, bro.
Critique.
Yeah. Speak on that. Speak on the illegal settlers, bro. Ready to get in shadow banned. Fuck that.
African leaders for selling our country's natural resources to the West for peanuts. If they don't hear, they'll feel us. I question what I'm alive for. And can you say you're alive if you ain't got something you're willing to die for? Listeners, I get that sinking feeling that good ain't defeating evil. I put that pain on vinyl, but feel like that shit ain't moving a needle. Retweeting people, raising awareness.
Wow, that is hard. I put that shit on vinyl, but I feel like shit's not moving a needle. On vinyls, you know, I can play with the needle. But it's not making a difference. But just putting it in music, that's fire.
Ain't gonna bring Chris back to his parents, but there's no other option. It's a process, gotta stand and protest. Cause they want man silence, cause they want man dead, and they want man hopeless. In the next generation, they ain't a greater task. Shift that, make a name, make a start. They'll know what they're facing when they ask. With a will of David in my heart, story of the boy who played the harp.
Of course, bro. The boy who played the harp. It's fucking David. That's actually bizarre that it took me the last sentence of the album. That's crazy. Yeah, I had no clue. I was like, the boy who played the harp. I don't know what that could mean. I mean, it sounds artistic, but obviously, bro. Yeah, the boy who played the harp. It's him. From the Bible, but him too. That's okay. Wow. Yeah. Wow. That concludes The Boy Who Played the Harp by Dave. First thoughts, initial conclusions. Yeah. No, that was deep. I had a lot of deep introspective songs. I'd say especially the last two, for sure. Fairchild and the last song. 27th Birthday as well. Amazing. And then the Tems song. I'd say those four are definitely the highlights of the album. The rest are still really good. But yeah, those four top. Like I'm gonna definitely be going back to those for sure. And yeah, also I feel like this album has just like it's a real conversation starter for sure, which I love. Like I love listening to music just for the sake of listening to music, but also if an album or a song is able to like get you to like really think about what is being talked about and like spark conversations, especially that like actually is impactful to like society. That's something special. And yeah, just with the last song, love what he was saying, all of that, but man, like. I've been thinking about it a lot. Like I don't just sort of like to veer off into my own sort of thoughts. I've been thinking like how many rappers there are that are quote unquote like conscious rappers and like, you know, trying to change the world for better, like fight racism, fight like bigotry, all of that. But like how many rappers are you hearing like actually talk about like class consciousness, like about like working class, and not working class issues, but like genuinely like putting two and two together, like the way that Kendrick does with like the Pimp a Butterfly, talking about institutional racism, the prison industry, all of that politics. But like where's the album or the song or the rapper that's like really like breaking it down for the average listener as to like working class conditions and like how to like actually dismantle the whole like the fact that all these problems that we're talking about is like rooted in pretty much one thing, which is capitalism. And yeah, like I didn't hear that from him either, which is not to like just point him out, but it's like so many rappers that are quote unquote like so like conscious and like smart and like big brain, whatever. And even underground rappers, like there aren't many. Like there's some more, but it's still not as many as you would think. And so yeah, I just wish like the people that have like the biggest voices would talk about that, like that would be on the radio to hear, and not just to like talk about like spout buzzwords or whatever to sound smart, but like really break it down so like people can really feel that shit. Cause like with the Pimp a Butterfly, like there was so much like theory in that album that was like really just like broken down for the average person, average fucking like nonetheless like black person, but even white people were like, oh shit, like he's really like I can see what he's talking about. Like it's like from point to point to point, like breaking down how racism still affects black people in America today and how it's tied in with the political system and the prison industry and just society as a whole. But anyway, so that's my only qualm with songs like that now, and that's only been recently that I've like really been peeping it when people are like so quote unquote like social justice warriors, which I don't think is a bad thing, but they don't take the time to really look at the root cause of these issues that they're talking about, that they're complaining about. Like, yeah, like, you know, the Chinese buying up Jamaican beaches or whatever, or white people mistreating people in Barbados, or going to Dubai, going to Qatar, like all these little things that are like, yeah, that's bad. Or even like Israel, you know, like Palestine, Israel, you know, he's talking about that, which is great, but it's like talk about why that's happening, you know, maybe, or like how to like really dismantle it, you know, like he did say like boycotting what else, like actually like motivate people to make some change, you know, maybe. But anyway, I'm at this point I'm just ranting. I love the album. The album's great. Great music. I love yeah, I felt like it was a change in pace compared to a lot that's like out, especially with like I guess UK rap. It is very similar to Little Sims. I wonder if they have a song together. If not, definitely should. Like I feel like she would have fit perfectly on this album. But it's yeah, just like hearing like sort of more melodic, like piano, almost ballads, but like rapping, like poetic raps. I'm a sucker for that. Love that. And especially when the content is like so profound and like heavy, specifically like Fairchild, like I was getting goosebumps the entire time. Yeah, it's really profound and heartfelt, and yeah, I can see why he's considered like one of the best rappers right now, because it's like he's able to rap about things, about serious things, make it personal, but also not like corny, you know, which is pretty hard to do. But yeah, like he's able to like tell stories in a creative and unique way, where it's not like you're hearing the same story, like, you know, that another person has said 1,000 times. Like he gives a unique take on it. Yeah, no, it's fire, and especially that Tems song. The Tems song is so catchy and like so like beautiful, genuinely beautiful. But yeah, that's all I got. I'd say yeah, I'll listen to the whole album a couple more times, see how I'm really feeling with it. But I know for a fact those 4 songs that I'll talk about, the last 2 songs on the album, the 10th song and my 27th birthday, both 4 are fire. Which is funny because all those songs are like long as hell too, except for like maybe the Tems one, which is yeah, a bit different for me. But anyway, that's been your boy Chimmy. Thank you for watching. Let me know how y'all felt about the album. Let me know if any other UK rappers, you know, that I should maybe react to like I said, I want to get more into that scene. But it's been your boy,